वेलकम नाजरीन। सर्बिया के दारुल हुकूमत बलगराद में मुनक्कदा 141वीं बैन पार्लिमानी यूनियन की जनरल असम्बली के इजलास से खिताब करते हुए चेयरमैन कश्मीर कमेटी सैयद फखर इमाम ने कहा है कि मकबूजा कश्मीर की मौजूदा सूरत हाल पर अक़वाम आलम ने तवज्जो न दी तो ये खित्ते के अमन और सलामती को अपनी लपेट में ले सकता है। मकबूजा वादी में इंसानी हकूक की संगीन खिलाफ वर्जियों पर दुनिया की खामोशी काबिल अफसोस है। मैं इस प्लेटफार्म पर मौजूदा पार्लियामेंटेरियन को कश्मीर में होने वाले भारतीय मुजालम को रोकने के लिए खसूसी इकदाम उठाने की दरख्वास्त करता हूँ। मैं आलमी अदारे को ये बावर कराना चाहता हूँ कि अगर हम कश्मीरी अवाम को उनके जायज़ हक दिलाने में कासिर हैं तो हम जमहूरी नुमाइंदे होने का दावा नहीं कर सकते।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। Honorable Chair, Honorable Members of Parliament, it's a matter of privilege and honor for me to be part of the annual IPU Assembly of Speakers and Presiding Officers from around the world in this great cultural and traditional city of Belgrade. At the onset, I must commend the Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly of Serbia, Madame Maja Djokovic, for the excellent arrangements of the conference for ensuring a memorable stay for all of us. Excellencies, I would like to congratulate the IPU on its 130th anniversary and its members for believing, contributing and strengthening the bond of democracy and people's supremacy. The IPU has always provided the national parliaments with a place to bond and build upon commonalities to foster a stronger democratic fraternity around the world. As a member now and a former Speaker of the National Assembly of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, I take this opportunity to reaffirm the commitment of the Parliament of Pakistan in strengthening and promoting our common agenda of empowering parliaments and creating global space for parliamentary diplomacy. Madam Chair and honourable delegates, parliaments are the representative institutions of its people. The single most important functions of parliament is to reflect and act upon the needs and expectations of its citizens. However, the growing challenge faced by the parliamentarians demand greater responsiveness, transparency and accountability. As we meet here today, it's time for all of us to reflect if we have been able to live up to the expectations we have made to our people and to each other, if we are able to preserve the international legal order, if we as parliamentarians have been diligent enough to ensure that governmental actions have been in line with international law, if parliaments have achieved greater interregional coherence, and if we acted in the interest of humanity at large and rule of law. Esteemed participants, the fundamental human needs include subsistence, safety and security. A deeper glance into the state of affairs of our countries will tell us the same tale. Perhaps we haven't done enough. Democracy cannot claim to be truly representative if it fails to protect basic human rights of its people, especially the marginalized, the women and children. The plight of Palestinians, Rohingya Muslims, Kashmiris and various other victims of conflict around the world cannot be ignored if we wish to build a peaceful and democratic world. My delegation appreciates the United Kingdom head of the delegation, John Whittingdale, for including Kashmir in the list of global disputes to be addressed by the international parliamentary community. Since 1987, around 100,000 Kashmiris have been martyred and thousands have gone missing. More than 100,000 children have been orphaned, 22,000 women have been widowed, and over 11,000 women have been raped. More than 8,000 unnamed mass graves have been discovered with thousands of victims of brutal Indian aggression. The actions taken by the Indian government in early August 2019 violated not only the UN Security Council's resolutions, all international laws and bilateral agreements, but it also dealt a hard blow to the rule of law and human rights. The imposition of curfew in Indian-occupied Kashmir since August 5th, arrest of Indian Kashmiri leaders and suspension of all communication services and use of pellet guns, banned cluster ammunition targeting innocent civilian calls for condemnation by every humanitarian and democratic body, including the IPU. The inalienable right to self-determination of the people of Jammu and Kashmir, as enshrined in the UN Security Council resolutions, must be upheld. The international community must not remain a silent spectator to the plight of the innocent people of Kashmir. I stress on all parliamentarians to send a fact-finding mission from the platform of the IPU to the besieged Valley of Kashmir to see for themselves the plight of innocent Kashmiris. I also take this opportunity to reiterate Pakistan's historical and principled stance that the Jammu and Kashmir dispute should be resolved through dialogue and diplomacy and in accordance with the United Nations Security Council resolutions and international law. Most honorable delegates, in the years ahead, parliaments are expected to take the lead in addressing the issues we face as individuals and as nations. Decisions arising from inter-state parliamentary diplomacy shall set the discourse for our common future. Representation of the will of the people is the very basis of the edifice of parliamentary democracy. Esteemed participants, democracies must provide equal opportunity to women, youth, and the marginalized to be truly inclusive. It is evident from the history of the world that women and youth can be the real agents of change, models of resilience, and advocates of peace. Non-partisan Forum of Pakistan's Women Parliamentarians, the Women's Parliamentary Caucus has also been at the forefront in highlighting issues confronting women at the heart of the national development agenda and taking measures to empower women by active legislation and oversight. Honorable delegates, Pakistan strongly believes in multilateralism. The welfare goals of all states are common, and together we can achieve more. I maintain the regional peace and stability is core to sustainable peace and development. Let us join hands to make parliamentary democracies truly representatives of our people, and let us reaffirm our commitment to the cause of equality and social justice by working on a shared agenda of common good. Thank you very much.
नाजरीन, हम आपको रखेंगे लम्हा बलम्हा बाखबर। इसलिए अगर आपने अभी तक हमारे चैनल ARS न्यूज को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो वीडियोस को देखते हुए सब्सक्राइब, लाइक, शेयर करने के साथ बेल का बटन जरूर दबाइएगा।